Shikoh, if you think about your observations and the process of digitalization in Kenya, what can you share with the rest of the world with regards to closing the digital divide, with regards to pushing for innovation and promoting economic well-being?
So, thank you for that, Nazipo. I believe this is already public knowledge, but we have a digital transformation blueprint for Kenya, a digital economy blueprint. And at the basis of it is solving the fundamental problems that will inhibit the digitization of the country. And that are things like literacy and infrastructure. Yeah. And how has the government approached this? They've approached two different ways. They've allowed the private sector to do what the private sector can do best, and government to do what the government can do best. Yeah. So education and learning is the mandate of government. Yeah, and allowing people to learn. So we have great programs that have been funded across the country to enable young people to be able to learn. The government has a huge program around laptops, one laptop per child. Anybody from like grade 1 to high school is able to access a computer. I always make fun that I got to touch my first computer at university, and these kids are getting them at age 6. You know, I mean, that's such is life, and that is the mandate of government. Yeah, what private sector is doing very well is helping. Like, we have so many fiber providers, like home fiber providers in the country, and they're not just focusing on the big cities. So, for example, we have Google and Telco Kenya. They're putting up balloons in rural Kenya, such that like interior Kenya is able to access like high-speed internet. We've been making jokes in Nairobi that we need to move to these places where there is Google, the Google balloon and telco connectivity, because they have way better connection than some of us who are in Nairobi with our multiple connectivity, which means that the digital divide in terms of access has been solved, and the education part is being solved by a combination of private sector, but mostly a government-driven problem. So once you solve infrastructure and skill, it's now a matter of being able to solve for employment and access to devices and all these things. So for employment, there are lots of like platforms, like the government has the Ajira platform that is bringing young people together to be able to access gig work, online work. There are many other platforms. There's Qhala, which is enabling young people to get like a tech-enabled gig work. There's Andela that has just gone online to be able to help anybody in the continent now to be able to access work online, virtually. So with that, literacy and infrastructure has been solved. These are the things self-solved because people become creative on how they're going to solve their employment and device problem. Yeah, thank you.
That's a very big thank you to you, Dr. Shikoh Gitau. She is, of course, the Chief Executive of Qhala. Thank you so much for making the time to join us today.
Thank you very much, Nazipo. This was fun.